Welcome to the very first Valley Middle School show of the year. Something's wrong with the teleprompter. Oh wait. We will be introducing 3 great stories such as an incredible dog that will blow your mind, an awesome magic window, and a very special kid who can play every instrument you could ever imagine. Sit back and relax because VMSTV starts now. Today, for the first story of the year, we will be showing you a story about a dog who doesn't think of life differently despite his everyday challenges.
Good boy. Dave?
Charlie is like every other dog. He eats, sleeps, and plays.
Hi, I'm Michelle, and I am Charlie Peacock's proud owner.
Though, Charlie suffers with epilepsy, a neurological disorder that affects less than 1% of dogs.
Charlie started having seizures when he was about 1 year old. In fact, it was probably a couple weeks after his first birthday, and he had his first seizure. With his seizures, it took a bit to get it under control. So basically, the vet plays around with different potential medicines and combines them to see what works and what doesn't work.
Charlie takes 15 pills a day to try to reduce the amount of seizures that he has.
It is very frightening to watch if you've never seen a seizure, where the whole body starts convulsing ferociously, and he can defecate or urinate all over the floor. He loses all functionality of his body, and his eyes go black.
Though epilepsy has affected Michelle and Charlie physically and emotionally, it has not affected their bond.
I love the fact that Charlie is just the most cuddly, sweet, lovey angel that I've ever encountered.
Throughout the challenges over the years, Charlie has showed epilepsy who's the boss.
His love that he shows and showers people with is my favorite thing about him.
Reporting for VMSTV in Carlsbad, California, with photojournalist Emma calling on, I'm Dylan Bailiff.
Wow. Thank you to Dylan and Emma for that touching story. Now for our very first campus camera of the school year, asking students on their thoughts of Queen Elizabeth II.
Hi, my name is Axel, and for today's campus camera, our question is, what are your thoughts on Queen Elizabeth? What are your thoughts on Queen Elizabeth?
I think she was a great monarch, and I'm just bummed out that she died.
It's rather sad, especially since she has been ruling for over 76 years.
It's very sad, very emotional death.
Yeah, it's really just like
Detrimental to all of us.
Rest in peace.
It's kind of sad. I don't really know what else to say.
She was ruling for like over 70 years, which I think was pretty cool. So she's dead.
I think she will be missed.
It was a sad death.
We'll have a new queen in about 10 years.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
She was a good woman and treated a lot of people with respect, and it's sad that she's gone.
What is your thought on Queen Elizabeth?
It's kind of sad, but things happen in life, so.
Do you know how old she was?
96.
Now, we are getting an inside look about what our school custodian, Jerry, thinks about how the school campus has progressed throughout the years.
What's up, Valley Vikings, and thank you, Jerry, for being here today.
My pleasure.
So, Jerry, how does this year compare to last year with all the vandalism that was going on?
It has been a lot better this year. The students are doing a much better job in that respect. We don't have nearly the vandalism we had last year, and I think that's a really good thing, really positive.
And that's good. And how does this affect your job when people don't follow the rules?
It makes it a lot more difficult on all of us. We have to spend a lot more time cleaning up and policing. Guys realize that when you were in 5th grade, you had to sit at a table, you had to raise your hand to get up and leave the cafeteria area. They made you pick it up. As you get older, you get more responsibilities. So now that you're in the 6th, 7th, and 8th grades, you no longer have to sit at a table. You can sit in the quad. You're allowed to go all over campus and eat. With that responsibility comes a lot more. You need to make sure that when you take your food someplace, you do pick it up and put it in the trash can. Don't just leave it laying around for animals and birds to get into.
Is there anything else you would like to add?
That's about it. Just keep doing a good job, guys. We really do appreciate the extra help and work.
All right, students, make sure to pick up after yourselves, and that should be it. I'll toss it back to the anchors.
Valley, let's help Jerry out and keep our campus clean. Now it's time to meet a new student who has a love and talent for music, and we'll take you on a tour of the Museum of Making Music.
Welcome to a brand new edition of Shot on iPhone. I'm Reese Benson, and we're at the Museum of Making Music. Let's go. This is the theremin. It has been used in a lot of horror movies to make scary sounds. So let's try it out. I just want to play something for you guys. I've actually never played piano in my life, so here it goes. Thank you. We're at the Beatles exhibit, and I'm going to name 3 Beatles, and you're going to name the 4th. Paul, John, and George. What's the 4th? Thank you, Vikings. This comes to the end of my segment. Don't forget to check out the Museum of Making Music. They're open every single day of the week except for Monday, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
Thanks, Reese. And by the way, the 4th Beatle was Ringo. Let's take a look about the Queen's life with a magic window.
Hi Valley, I'm Elle Jacobs, and I'll be doing your magic window today on Queen Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth was born on April 21st, 1926. She was crowned at the age of 25 after her father sadly passed away. She had a reign of over 70 years. She did many great things in that time, including serving in the armed forces. Queen Elizabeth sadly passed away on September 8th, 2022 at Balmoral Castle in Scotland to natural causes. She will be missed by many, including her family. Now, I'll send it back to Cora.
And now for a new edition of Campus Camera, where we ask students, if you could change anything about Carlsbad, what would it be and why? We have some very exciting answers, so get ready, Vikings, because this is about to get fun.
This is Campus Camera. I'm Sean Ernst, and the question we will be asking people today is, if you could change anything about Carlsbad, what would you change and why?
If you could change anything about the city of Carlsbad, what would you change and why?
I would change litter because litter is very, 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 very harmful to the environment.
I would suggest more outdoor dining options. I love being outside.
Homelessness, because there's a lot of homeless people, and I wish we could get them more food and stuff.
I would change the animals. We need crocodiles, monkeys, and alligators.
Lower the gas prices because it's really high right now.
I would put in a pump track for mountain bikes and BMX and more skate parks. Thank you very much.
Good answer.
For it to snow because snow's awesome.
Have more vegetation.
I would bring Ceci's back because it's the OG spot.
Those are some great responses. Now let's dive into our new story about a passionate young boy with big dreams.
Let's go surf, bruh!
No matter how much you think you love the ocean, you've never met anyone who loves it as much as this kid.
I'm AJ Arado, and I'm a competitive athlete.
Before your alarms have even gone off, AJ is on to his morning routine.
I'd wake up at 5:30, do a 20-minute workout. Then I wake up my dad, hey, let's go surf.
AJ's 11 years old and he's been surfing since he was 3. And in that time, he's gotten such a broad collection of boards that he's lost count. In fact, he says that it doesn't matter what board he uses, but it's the surfer behind the board that really counts.
Let's go surf, man.
The question is AJ going to be Carlsbad's next standout surfer?
Yeah, I feel for me, I'm just connected. I want to surf, all the time.
AJ has been competing since he was 6 years old and has almost exclusively been competing against older competition.
It's intimidating, for sure. And sometimes I'm okay, this is what I'm up against.
AJ's love for the ocean does not just stop at the surface. It continues down below, where exactly he'd like to keep to himself.
I spearfish and I lobster dive in undisclosed locations. And,
Yeah, it's nice to know that the ocean can still provide you some food on the table.
AJ has been in dozens of competitions and has accumulated so many trophies and medals, it was too much for his shelf to handle. Now, what is the mindset he recommends to accomplish these feats?
Never give up, and just them to remember that their hard work will pay off.
If you are ready to put that to the test and catch some waves with AJ, you know where to find him. For VMSTV with photojournalist Cameron Strother, I'm Jackson Luria.
AJ's gonna go places. Thank you, Jackson and Cameron, for making this story possible. Let's go ahead and take a look at this week's weather forecast with Caden.
Thank you, Kira, and welcome to the first weather forecast on VMSTV. And today, it's looking in the mid-70s. Make sure you hit the beach. Talking to you, surfers. And on Thursday, it's gonna be the same, but I'm gonna hit the pool. I'm gonna have some fun with my friends outside. On Friday, it's gonna get a little bit cooler, which is gonna kind of kill the mood, and it's not gonna be very fun, but you know what? You can play a board game, and that's fun. Back to you, Kira.
Thanks, Caden. We will have some hot days on our hands. And thank you, VMS, for staying tuned and watching our very first broadcast of the school year. We can't wait to see you next time. Thank you and goodbye.
Coming up on the next VMS TV, how close are the white rhinos from becoming extinct?
There's a rhino that this mom hasn't met yet about to come out, and they're about to meet and get their first reactions ever. It's going to be a great story, and I'm happy it's getting aired.